Hey everyone, imagine a world where 1 in 5 people get their news from social media. Now imagine that 40% of young adults under 30 get their news from TikTok. But guess what? You don't have to imagine it, it's our current reality. And it's fueling a critical thinking crisis. Instead of consuming news from objective sources, more of us are relying on influencers and social media accounts. And guess what? Most of these sources don't have editorial departments fact-checking their work. Traditional media has adapted by injecting more opinion to grab our attention. As a result, we're often told what to think. And unfortunately, many of us comply. When we encounter misinformation, we experience confusion. Should I fact-check this? We've got to be our own editors now. The modern media environment has turned us into the watchdogs, whether we like it or not. But are we ready for it? We're up against clickbait, subliminal manipulation, deepfakes, and misinformation. Our emotional reactions shape the media landscape, stripping away objectivity and balance from news reporting. Journalism has always thrived on the motto, if it bleeds, it leads. But the internet democratized media, meaning anyone can create news. Some of it's good, a lot of it's not. This democratization means more competition for our attention, leading to sensationalism, extremism, hate, and fear. They all sell because they grab our attention. It's not your fault. We're biologically programmed to pay attention to threats. Even the best of us struggle to use critical thinking to overcome bias and fake news. Democracy has many benefits, but extreme free speech, especially in America, has consequences. Valuing speech over truth can create a misinformed citizenry expected to vote on important issues. I don't want to sacrifice democratic principles like free speech, but we need to strengthen our defenses against misinformation. The critical thinking crisis is real. About 64% of adults say fake news causes confusion about basic facts. Yet many admit to sharing such news themselves. This problem is even worse on TV. While people might fact-check social media, 1 in 5 adults never double-checks TV news, which can be biased. Despite social media being the least trusted news source since 2016, over 50% of internet users in over 20 countries still use it for news. I'm guilty too. I used to rely on X, formerly Twitter, and now Threads. Both have their own misinformation and bias issues. TikTok, where many under 30 get their news, is filled with personal takes from individual creators. Even traditional media on TikTok is a small slice. Most content is from unaffiliated individuals. I hate to admit it, but you can't fully trust anyone. Even the best editorial teams make mistakes. What we're left with is a field of landmines telling us where to walk, think, and talk. Inevitably, we step on those landmines. To survive, we must sharpen our critical thinking skills. Here are some tips. Practice healthy skepticism. Question all information, even from trusted sources. No source is infallible. Diversify sources and perspectives. Follow a diverse group of people to check for bias. Fact-check before sharing. Take a few minutes to verify information before sharing it. Call out false information. Whenever you see false info, say something. Comment, question, or denounce it. Demand more from social media platforms. Platforms should promote more educational content and moderate harmful misinformation. This editor-free media environment is here to stay. Individual creators will keep sharing perspectives as long as platforms allow it. The uncertainty around information credibility will persist. Our primary defense is critical thinking. It's hard, but crucial. For those who don't want to live in a world where ignorance is bliss, sharpen your critical thinking skills. We can beat this crisis, one critical mind at a time. Thanks for watching.